A responsibility that I do not want when it comes to a relationship is mother wounds. Okay, now I realize that I can speak to this when I meet someone and we're not in a relationship and we're just friends. I can speak to this. One thing I realized is that there's a lot of people, and I want to speak to men in general that have mother wounds. There are women that have mother wounds, but there are men that have mother wounds as well. What do I mean by mother wounds? Well, we know that, we talk a lot about the fatherless homes and, the epidemic of not having a father in the home, but we don't necessarily talk about the wounds that a mother inflicts upon the children. A mother is supposed to be a nurturer, they're supposed to be a caregiver, and if everyone else disappears, like they're the one that gives their love. They're the ones that provide the emotional foundation for the children. And I know a man can do it as well, but I'm not going to go through that debate, but we know that women are built as nurturers. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I am a nurturer and I embrace being a nurturer. But because I am a nurturer, I realize that I draw and attract a lot of men that have mother wounds. And when I say mother wounds, maybe they were raised by their grandparents, and we can debate this all day long. But if you were raised by your grandparents because, and I'm not talking about a mother that passed away, but I'm talking about because of a mom who disappeared or chose drugs over you, chose alcohol over you, chose another man over you, then you, my friend, have a mother wound. And, I told my son this today. I said, if I'm over 100 years old and I pass away and you're on this earth talking bad about black women, I'm gonna haunt you I'm gonna haunt you in your room because one of the reasons that men, and this might just be a hypothesis, one of the reasons that men have such a hard time with black women, and I'm specifically talking about our black men, is because of mother wounds. And it's hard to talk about because out of respect, you don't want to share those things. You don't want to reveal the things that may have occurred or you may have felt when it comes to your parent, especially if they're still alive. There's a sense of loyalty, right? But this is an area that we have got to deal with if we are going to mend our relationships.